which when I found out what happened, I called him personally and I had to thank him and congratulate him for two things. He also won recently a grand championship in a tournament.
Congratulations.
And that was very commendable. And to thank him for not hurting the other kid, because he's more than capable of taking care of him and his brothers if he needed to. He showed the discipline and the respect that martial arts gives you. I've been in martial arts 30 years, and just being in that atmosphere, you gain that respect and that honor and that respect for life and others. And that's where these young people get it from. They get that from their martial arts.
You know, it's a shame that the bullies themselves they need the discipline too.
Yes.
You know, people like this don't, thank God they have it, because they're like guardian angels.
Well, yeah, we've taken kids that have been problems and brought them into karate schools, and you would think all you're doing is arming somebody who doesn't need to learn that. They don't just learn how to do physical things like that.
Right.
Before any martial artist, a true martial artist learns how to hurt. A true martial artist will learn not just how to heal, but how to think and how to reason properly. And this is where the respect and the discipline comes in. It's taught right from the beginning.
So what would you say to someone who is around a situation that happens, like you are, and they're afraid to stick up? Because a lot of people, no matter what age, they'll turn around and walk away because they don't want to deal with it for whatever reason. What would you say to someone that sees it happen?
I would say just don't be a bystander. Just act upon it, and don't let someone, especially someone you know, or even someone that you don't know, just to get bullied or hurt or anything. It's not right. Just stick up for anybody you see being bullied.
We have a couple more stories. We're going to switch groups. We have another group awaiting, and when we come back, we're going to be talking about Dave Williams and his program, Students United, a little bit more about it, why he started it, how you can get involved. They're available to help anybody, no matter where you live, no matter what school district you're in, no matter where you go to school. They're available to help, and I will tell you how you can access their help as soon as we come back. Welcome back into Northeast Current on the ION Network. I'm Holly Golembeski with Dave Williams and his friend. You want to introduce him?
Yes, this is Thor Hobbs. He's been with the program right from the start.
The program we're talking about, by the way, because we're talking about bullying today, and we're talking about the program that Dave piloted called Students United. We'll talk about that a little bit more in just a second, but go ahead. You could introduce.
Yeah, Thor, he helps me out quite a bit. The kids trust him. They love him. He's great with kids. You know, if anybody has a lot of problems, Thor, he's gone through quite a bit himself, and he's got quite a lot of answers in his head. So he's been very, very helpful with the kids.
I think one of the things about bullying, and I'm talking, you know, from the perspective as a person, but a teacher, because I taught for 10 years, you got to be fast on your feet with this stuff. You can't let it go, because if you do, it just gets so much worse. It really does.
Yes, it does.
Why did you start the program Students United?
Well, see, I always had it in the back of my head to help, which I've always done my whole life for personal reasons of what I went through in school. But last year was pretty much the icing on the cake. There were a couple of suicides. There were a few suicides in Pittston, in that area, and also one in Nanticoke. And it hit home, and I said, I know I'm busy, I have other things that I do in life, but guess what? This is important. This is something that is driven inside my heart, and it's been there. It's been there my whole life. And last year it finally came out, and I said, I'm going to do this. No matter what, I'll find the time, and I did. And so far, so good. It's already won an award.
Oh, wonderful. Congratulations.
Yeah, I've been doing pretty good with it. I counsel a couple of kids. I like to get involved. You know, a lot of programs, it might be a book that a school receives that they have to follow the rules on the book. This program is a physical program. When I come to your school or organization with the program, we do physical demonstrations. We show you different scenarios of how to react in a bullying situation, how it could turn out, different ways it could turn out depending on how you react. And I want to get this program into schools. It's a program that's physical. You get to see demonstrations. I'm more than willing to talk with any kid that has a problem to help work out a problem. I go to the schools. I talk with the principals,
Wow.
which I've done with my little buddy Morgan here.
She's your
And,
poster child.
yes, she
We'll
is.
talk
This
to
is-
Morgan in a second, but we'll say it a couple times. If
Right.
somebody wants to get you to come to their school, how could they contact you?
It's very simple. My phone is very open for anything on that line. I do have the phone number. I also have a web page on Facebook, which is facebook.com/StudentsUnitedHelp.
Okay.
And that's how they can find me on Facebook.
Students United Help. Okay, we'll be
Yes.
mentioning that again. But Morgan has a story, and Dave calls her the poster child of his program. So Morgan, what happened?
A girl on the bus always calls Santa and Easter Bunny on me. She's like saying, "Hey, it's Santa, it's the elf," and I don't know why she's doing that. She was on my bus before, but she moved away, and I'm glad that she moved away. I was in Montgomery Avenue School. Montgomery Avenue.
That's in Wyoming, right?
Mm-hmm. My room's like Mrs. Camp Penny, but I went to Mrs. Vanessa's room and Mrs. Morgan's. And
So
Miss
when that
Michelle's.
happened on the bus, that happened a lot? Yeah? How did it make you feel?
Sad.
Yeah.
And I always get angry, and I always keep telling her stop, but she's not listening.
So she did stop, but she stopped only because she moved away.
Mm-hmm.
Did you tell anybody?
I told my grandma, the principal. The principal told me that my grandma said my grandma called the principal from the school, and he said the girl that had bullied you, and he said she just moved away.
She touched down very lightly on her situation. There were so many other problems. That's just one problem that this poor kid had. We ended up going to the school. I took
And I
her,
know I talked
and
about
her
health.
mother came, and we talked with
about
the
fire
principal.
safety and kid safety.
I love her. She's great.
Oh, she is. But we
And-
talked with the principal, and we did straighten that situation out, too.
Okay. Do you think the schools
Good
are
job.
doing enough?
I'm sorry?
Are the schools doing enough?
The schools can't do enough. That's another reason why I put this particular program together, is because it involves the students. It's not saying, okay, teachers and principal and guidance, this is the program, this is what you do. This program reaches out not to the faculty, this reaches out to the students.
Right.
I've talked with schools and they agree. The students are the ones in the hallways, they're the ones outside. The teachers can't be there all the time. Security, how many people are hired for security in a school that you're going to have them on each corner? The kids see what happens. This is why the program's put together. It's called Students United, so that the students can unite together and stop the bullying.
And I
Because
think that
they're
that's-
out there. The kids see what's up. They can stop it.
Right.
It's the courage and the determination. That's
And you know
it's-
what? Going to the root of the problem is the best way to fix it.
Absolutely.
It really is. And Morgan, I have one more question for you, okay? If your bully, the person that was bullying you, if she was sitting here right now looking at you, what would you say to her?
Stop and yell. But I can't yell, but the bus driver will get crashed.
That wouldn't be good, right?
No, that wouldn't be good.
Tell her how you felt when she said that to you.
Felt angry.
And it made you sad.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, you could see it in her face. But it's not happening anymore, right? And you just helped everybody else by telling your story.
Yeah.
Good job. Woo. All right.
Double pound.
Once again, let me tell you how to get access to this program. So easy. It's facebook.com, Students United Help. And Dave is willing to go to any school with his program. Like he said, it's a physical program as well. They do demonstrations of, protecting yourself is very important. And I think that the kids need to know, basic self-defense moves. And doing that is very, very important. And you even said on the first segment of the show, you don't know the person you're bullying. You don't know. They could be like a third-degree black belt. What was his name again?
Jason?
Jason, yes, Jason. Such a, wow, what a kid.
Great kid, isn't he?
Oh, my God.
Very respectful.
Absolutely.
And a lot of that is attributed to the martial arts world. See,
Right.
people misunderstand the martial arts world.
Right.
They think that's all kick, punch, and chop and all that fun stuff. There's a lot more. It's something you learn when you're in that atmosphere that you don't really learn a lot of other places. The martial arts world is a very great place for a bully to hang out, because then he'll get to see what's up. And like you said, you never know who you're up against.
Right.
You don't know who you're talking to, who you're picking on, you know?
I think doing this program, and you're doing this all out of the kindness of your heart, Thor is as well. It's volunteer.
Yes.
You know, you're not getting paid for this, but you're getting paid in so many other ways.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. We also have one more story to share, and we're going to be doing another program on Northeast Current about bullying. And we're going to have Dave back, and we're going to talk about more scenarios, because I think the more it's talked about, the more it can help people. And the awareness needs to be spread, and it has to start somewhere. So this is a great avenue to do that. Alexis has a story, though.
I'm in high school, and high school people always get bullied.
Where do you go to school?
Wyoming area. And me and my friend, well, she's my best friend, and we hang around, and she's like different from other people, and she's like really like heavy set, and people pick on her about that.
And what do you do?
I tell them stop, and I yell at them and saying she's no different from everybody else, and then I just tell her hang with me, you know, so nobody will bother you.
Let me tell you what, if I went outside, I'd want her with me.
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely.
I want her in my corner.
Absolutely,
Good girl.
yeah. And you know what? She seems like the kind of kid that would be in your corner.
Yeah.
You don't even have to ask her, she's there.
No, she's a great
Awesome
kid.
girl. Awesome. In the air, finger punch. There you go. I want to thank Dave for being here, and Thor, and all the kids that we had on set today. And the kids you're seeing, it's only a little minuscule bit of them, because you have tons and tons of kids. This is a program that has really, really grown. I commend you for that. That's totally awesome.
Thank you.
I want to say thank you as well to Parish Limousines, that's in Yatesville. They were nice enough to give Dave a bus so he could get all of his darlings here today.
Yes.
Yeah. So thanks to Parish Limousine in Yatesville for that. Thanks as well for joining us here on Northeast Current. You're watching the ION Network. Take care and have a good day.